Welcome ENC 90 students. This is your professor Michael Bloomingberg, and I'm just making this video to walk you through the week 2 listing of assignments. As you can see right now, this is our Blackboard homepage. I just want to take you through the navigation and show you how you need to complete this week's assignments, and I'll also explain some things in terms of what I want you to do. So from the Blackboard homepage, you're just going to click on the left-hand side, Weekly Assignments. So I'll click that. That will bring up our weekly folders. These folders will be updated each week, usually Monday afternoon, but we had the Martin Luther King holiday this past week, so I uploaded the coursework earlier today. So I'm going to click on the Week 2 folder, and you'll just want to click that as well. And from there, it gives the full listing of assignments, starting with 2 different documents. They're the same, they're just in different format. You've got your Week 2 coursework in 2 different formats. I do that in case you have trouble opening Microsoft Word. You should be able to open it as a PDF document. So please note that those are both the same. It's not asking you to do 2 different types of work. So if you're able to get the Word document to open, that's fine. You don't have to worry about the PDF or vice versa. So I'm just going to click on the PDF document, and I have to reposition the camera just a little bit. Bear with me as I do that. Okay, it's a little shaky, but what I want to do, if I can move it over just a little bit more, is just kind of explain the things that I want you to do this week. The first thing is readings from both The Right Stuff and All Over But the Shouting. These are your 2 books in the class. From The Right Stuff, you are assigned to read Critical Thinking and Reading and Writing, pages 3 through 10. This is just reading only. You only have 1 submitted assignment, which we'll talk about in just a moment. All Over But the Shouting, and that is just the prologue, and I've listed the page numbers there for you. So please note that you're only reading the prologue, although if you want to read ahead, you can feel free to do that. These are the first things you should complete this week, and then once you've completed the readings, you can go down and look at the submitted assignment. It is Activity 1-3, Critical Thinking Review and Practice. Please note that the directions say to type the questions along with the answer. You need to make sure you do that, otherwise I have to deduct from your submission. Also, you have to use complete sentences. And please note that the activity begins on page 17 and does go over to page 18, so don't lose track of that. The exercise is due no later than January the 25th, so please note that as well. Scrolling down to the Blackboard discussion assignments, please note that you have 2 of those this week, and they're both on the discussion board. The first concerns critical thinking and ENC 90. We'll look at it in a moment. The second is All Over But the Shouting. And so those are your 2 topics for the discussion this week. Look forward to seeing how you handle those. Also, My Writing Lab, and I'll show you a couple things with that in just a moment. But please note that you are officially assigned to begin work on Basic Grammar Module 1. You're not expected to have the whole module this week, but you need to get a healthy start because the deadline will be set next week. If you have problems, don't forget to go to, I'm going to swing this back over. Don't forget to go to the Start Here option if you're having problems with My Writing Lab, Help Resources. If I scroll down, there's Help Getting Started with My Lab. If you haven't registered yet, you need to make sure you do so. I've also put together a video for my expectations with the My Writing Lab, so do look that over. Don't forget too about the format video for setting up your documents since you have your first submitted assignment this week. So I'm going to go back to weekly assignments. Now that we've covered what you need to do, I'm going to go back to the Week 2 folder, and for the activity submission, I'm going to click on that. So let's say you type out your activity, you have it ready to turn in, I'll click on it. what you need to do is attach your file. It's right there. Click Browse My Computer, pull it up from where you have it saved, and attach it. And then once you've attached it, down here there's the option if you want to add a comment or something you need for me to know, you can do that. But please note that the comments box is not a copy-paste box. You do not put your assignment there. You save your assignment preferably to a external flash drive. You click the Browse My Computer and attach it. Okay? Discussion board is linked. We'll take a look at that very quickly. Okay? You're going to have trouble seeing this from the video, but I'll shift this over just a little bit. The first one says to refer to the reading and critical thinking and reading and writing, pages 3 through 10, and answer the following. How often do you use critical thinking in your daily life? What are some ways that you personally use critical thinking each day? Which part of the critical thinking toolbox on page 5 seems most important to you, and why? So please note that you have a deadline set of the 25th, so you need to get your postings in by that time. And remember that each posting must be at least 100 words, and you must create a reply to a classmate's posting. Down here, all over but the shouting, in the prologue with the page number directed, our author, Rick Bragg, implies that his mom believes she failed in raising her 3 sons, blaming herself for the hard work of one son and the fighting and drinking of the other. On the next page, he says he, quote, hopes she blames herself for that too. What is Rick Bragg referring to? Also, do you believe that parents are to blame for our shortcomings or failures? Why or why not? And again, the deadline is the 25th, this upcoming Sunday, for that Blackboard discussion assignment as well. And just note the criteria again. So that's the discussion board assignments. Move the camera back over. Sorry about that. I'm going to go back to weekly assignments. Week 2 folder. The last thing that you'll see is, and it's on down here, I'll see if I can bring it up. It's the My Writing Lab. Now, I've been getting some emails from some of you about an error, and sometimes I get that error message too, but you just got to push through it. It should not hinder you from getting in the lab. If you haven't registered, you need to register through Blackboard. This link in the Week 2 folder takes you directly to the Learning Path, so I'm going to click on it. It's going to load up a whole new page, which should be the Learning Path, and in fact, there it is. So if you get an error message, just stay persistent, click on it again, and you should be able to get through. Basic Grammar is the first module. I'm going to click on it. And you have 11 topics. Those are your pencils over here. And all the activities relate to each individual topic. Review my video that I made for my expectations of the lab if you have any questions. Again, this first module, Basic Grammar, is not scheduled to be due this week, but it will be due next week. So the further along you get with it this week, the better that you will be. If you have questions, feel free to email me, but this walks you through week 2 in the course. Take care, and I'll make future videos that I hope will help you. Have a great day. Bye.